live and in person. But Linda Leone is going to tell us what to expect, because you can really kind of pin it down to the time.
Yes, we have a good idea of when it's going to happen, and thankfully it looks like it's taking its sweet time to get here, which I'm okay with because of the morning commute.
Right.
We're going to have a lot of people out there on the roads, and we want conditions to be dry and optimal, and right now we're just waiting on the rain. We got cloud cover increasing, and that rain is right around the corner. It is lining itself up, and right now it's starting to work its way into the Santa Barbara County area. Rain right now through the Central Valley and Northern California. So that band of rain is headed in our direction. And the good news is that it will be mostly beneficial rain. I don't have any flood watches in effect, but let me show you the timing of when that rain is going to increase. It'll be late this morning and during the afternoon. Chance of rain 80%, 100%. It may not seem like it this morning, but bring the umbrella with you, because although we could see the city lights out right now, it's not going to look like that in a few hours. So it does look like the morning commute will be okay and dry, mostly cloudy, cool. But during the afternoon, that rain is going to be falling light to moderately steady, causing some very slippery conditions. So I'll be back to time out when it gets to your neighborhood. Right now, let's check on the drive. And here's Holly.
All right, dry roads right here on the north 605 heading towards the 105 are in that area. As you can see, light traffic, no rain right now, but later on you're going to need your wipers. In Diamond Bar, accident that I've been following on the East 60 right before the 57. I do have an update for you. It was in the left lane that this wreck happened. CHP says they're just temporarily holding all lanes. You can always use the East 10 as an alternate route. South 405 Drive, Mission Hills to the 105. 23 minutes right now. Speeds in the 70s. Things look great through North Hills, Sherman Oaks, and also Bel Air. And then on the West 10, Colton to Pomona, an easy drive of 27 minutes. No problems through Colton, Fontana, Ontario, and also Montclair. Coming up, we'll head to Corona. Over to you.
All right, Holly, thank you. Now,
taking a live look out towards LAX. All is calm right now, but if you have a flight to catch, you may experience some delays today. We have a rain on the way. I'll show you when it gets to your neighborhood ahead in your first alert forecast. Here's Holly.
All right, good morning to you on this Wednesday. A live look at the North 605 right near the 60. Conditions look good. Traffic is light. Also happy to clear a crash I've been following in Diamond Bar, East 60 right before the 57 split. CHP says the lanes are clear. Everything is over to the shoulder. Coming up, we'll head to Corona.
Other two, so there's still a little time for it to, thrive and survive.
Stay in there, though. Stay in there.
At least for the next 2 days?
2 days. Yeah, you can do it. There's no rush. Really, there's nothing great out here waiting for you.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Yeah, the weather is going to get really dicey up there. We're going to have the combination of the winds and that heavy snow, but it is good to see those little chickies already, looking for food. Hi, everybody, and happy Wednesday. You made it to the middle of the week. We're halfway there, and we're waiting on the rain. Satellite and radar is showing some clouds increasing, but the rain is still off to our west, and you can see that band of moisture. It is tapped into some subtropical moisture. It's an atmospheric river. So once it gets here, it's going to be light to moderate, and it's going to be widespread and steady. So the rain is returning to Southern California. We had a little bit of a break, but today we're going to need the umbrellas again. That rain will increase late this morning during the early afternoon. And then for tomorrow, the rain continues in our forecast, but it's going to be more scattered, and we'll have a chance for some thunderstorms. That means we have the potential for some gusty winds, some small hail, some brief heavy downpours, and we can't rule out the possibility for some weak tornadoes. That's also when we're going to see that heavy snow in the mountains, because colder air will move in, and that's going to lower the snow level. And tomorrow is looking like a windier day than today. We will have a low snow level, so Thursday evening into Friday is when we could see some impacts to mountain passes. Now, let me time it for you. I think the morning commute will go by just fine. But here we are looking at the weather at 10 a.m. At that time, rain over Ventura County. We're starting to see it move into the San Fernando Valley and into LA County. And then here we are at noon. It's raining over LA County and Ventura County. And that rain is just beginning in Orange County and the Inland Empire. But during the early afternoon, the rain is going to spread in your direction. I stopped the clock at 4 because at that time, maybe you're clocking out of work, you're headed home, you're picking up the kids from school, you're going to need an umbrella, and you may experience some travel delays because the rain at that time is going to be widespread. Now, here we are around 7 p.m. Rain still lingering in our forecast. The road's still a little slippery if you're behind the wheel at that time. And through the evening around 10 p.m., notice how we will still have mostly cloudy conditions. The rain will be light. And then by tomorrow morning, we get a little bit of a break. So tomorrow, the roads could be a little damp, but we'll have a chance for some scattered showers. Notice how it's not as widespread or as steady as today. Here we are tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow, though, we have the potential for some isolated thunderstorms. And notice how we start to see some more snow develop in the mountains. That rain starting to transition into snow because we're getting some colder temperatures. And then on Friday, the rain, the snow starts to wrap up, and that's when we start to see the sunshine return. So rainfall amounts today, tomorrow, 1/2 inch to 1 inch for most of us. Higher amounts in the mountains, the snow levels about 4,000 feet. We are going to have a winter storm warning and a winter weather advisory in effect for the mountains. You want to avoid travel there tonight, especially tomorrow and through Friday morning. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast. I didn't even get to talk about the winds, but tomorrow is going to be a windier day across the board for all of us. You're going to feel it. The weather starts to clear up by Friday. Over the weekend, temperatures start to warm up. The sunshine returns. And then early next week, we have another storm system on Monday. The valleys, the Inland Empire, on top of the rain, the wind, it's also going to be chilly. We'll be in the 60s by Friday, 70s this weekend, working for the weekend. The high desert, wind and rain. The low desert, it's going to stay dry, but we will have temperatures coming down in the coming days and windy. And here's a look at the weather for the mountains. We've got snow in the forecast. It's drying up over the weekend. Temperatures warming into the 40s and 50s. That's your forecast. Remember to scan that QR code for the latest in your first alert forecast. Now here's Holly.
All right, good morning to you on this Wednesday. A live view of the North 57 heading towards the 10. Conditions look good out there. Easy driving. Thanks for those images, Jeff Sharping. Now in Orange County, we're seeing a ton of green, so that's good news. Light traffic out there. Things look good on the 57 through Brea, Fullerton, and Anaheim. No problems on the 5 through Anaheim, Santa Ana, and Irvine, and the 55 is clear as well. West 91 Drive, Riverside to Anaheim will take 41 minutes right now. Speeds in the upper 50s. All looks good through Corona and also Anaheim Hills. I will tell you there is a report of an accident on the east side of the 91 at the 15. North 405 Drive, Long Beach, the 10 will take about 25 minutes. Speeds in the 70s through Torrance, Inglewood, and also Culver City. And then on the West 118, Pacoima to Chatsworth is an easy drive of 10 minutes. No problems through Granada Hills. You're cruising at speeds in the 70s. Now coming up, I'll take you to downtown LA. It is 4:55. You're watching Today in LA.
Belen de Leon, who's timing out the arrival of the rain. Belen?
I'm glad they're taking those precautions. That area is just so vulnerable. Thankfully, that risk for any debris flow is going to stay low. We're looking at a rainfall rate that will stay below the threshold of any mudslides. And right now, satellite and radar is showing some very quiet conditions across Southern California, but the rain is knocking on our door. Right now, we're seeing it just to our west. It's starting to move into Santa Barbara County. So for some of us, you know what? The rain is going to take a little bit to get to our area. For example, we'll have that rain first in Ventura County, then in LA County, but over in the Inland Empire, that rain's not going to get into your neck of the woods until we get into the early afternoon hours, and then the afternoon commute is looking like a slippery one. So right now, we're checking in with San Pedro. Things are dry out there, and I think the morning commute will be just fine, mostly cloudy. But around lunchtime and for the remainder of the day, if you are going to get behind the wheel, then just know you may experience some travel delays because the roads will be slippery. We're looking at light to moderate rain today, eventually becoming widespread and steady with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. So coming up, I'm going to time out when it gets to your neighborhood. Right now, let's check on the roads. Dry for now, Holly.
Dry for now, for sure. This is a live look at the West 210 heading towards Azusa. Jeff Sharping, not in any sort of traffic right now. Of course, the West 210 gets really busy in the 6 a.m. hour, so enjoy these light conditions while they last in Corona. East 91 right before the 15. CHP says the middle lane is blocked by a crash. Thankfully, this is the counter commute direction. No delays towards the 15. I will tell you the westbound 91 heading towards the 241 is getting busier and busier this Wednesday morning. Coming up, I'll take you to downtown Los Angeles. Adrian, over to you.
All right, we'll see you in a